Hey everyone, it's Jim here. So today we're going to talk about how to get tons of clients using prospecting, specifically on LinkedIn. Because here's the truth, LinkedIn is not just a job hunting site anymore. It's one of the most powerful platforms on the planet for finding clients. You know how to use it, right? Built most of my client base through LinkedIn without running ads, spamming DMs, or sounding salesy. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how I did it, step by step. We're gonna sorry about that. We're going from building your profile, finding prospects, starting conversations, and then turning them into book calls. So if you've been wondering how do I actually get clients using LinkedIn, you're about to find out. So let's dive in. Before we jump in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because every week I drop practical videos that help you get more leads, close more deals, and grow your business, all without wasting money on ads. We'll obviously help you out with ads as well. Don't worry about that, but mostly without ads. All right, let's start with step one. Set up your profile to attract, not repel. All right, first things first. Before you send a single connection request or write a single message, your LinkedIn profile needs to do the job really, really well. Make people stop scrolling and think, okay, this person looks legit. I should connect. Because here's the truth. Your LinkedIn profile is your digital storefront. It's the first impression every potential client gets before deciding whether to talk to you or not. You got maybe 5 seconds to make them feel like you understand their world. If your profile still reads like an old resume with bullet points and job titles that's not helping you, that's repelling prospects. The goal here isn't to look qualified. It's to look relevant, like someone who solves a specific problem for a specific kind of person. Let me show you what I mean because this one tweak literally changed the game for me. A while back, my headline used to say something like marketing consultant, helping businesses grow. Now, that sounds okay at first, right? But think about it. What kind of businesses grow? How? It's vague, and vague doesn't sell. So I changed it to this. I help B2B service providers generate consistent leads through LinkedIn without ads. Boom. Now it's specific, clear, and outcome focused. Tells people 3 things instantly. Who I help, B2B service providers, what I help them do, generate consistent leads, how I do it, through LinkedIn, no ads. And guess what? Within a week, I started getting inbound connection requests, real ones from people saying things like, hey, I think we might need your help with our outreach system. No outreach at just DMs, just people coming in naturally. That's the power of positioning your LinkedIn profile like a landing page, not a resume. All right, let's make this practical. Here's exactly how to set up your LinkedIn profile so it actually attracts qualified prospects step by step. Start with a headline that speaks to your audience. This is the first thing people read. It's your hook. If it's boring or generic, you've already lost them. Use a simple formula. I help target audience get specific result using method. Examples. I help SaaS founders book more demos using LinkedIn automation. I help real estate agents get consistent buyer leads through organic content. I help e-commerce brands increase sales with conversion-focused email flows. Why this works? Because it tells people exactly what you do and who it's for in one line. Clarity beats creativity every time. If someone reads your headline and says, that's literally what I need, you already won. Now, step 2, create a banner that instantly shows what you do. Your banner is prime real estate. Don't waste it with mountains of cityscapes or skyscrapers. Use it to sell your offer. Those look nice, but I mean, just use it to sell your offer. Here's what to include. A short, clear statement of what you do, a simple visual or mock-up related to your service, a call to action, something like book a free 10-minute strategy call or download my free LinkedIn lead guide. How to make it. Just use Canva. It's free, simple, and you can grab a LinkedIn banner template. Keep it clean, 2 to 3 colors max. You want it to feel approachable, not corporate. Why this works? Because when someone lands on your profile, your banner and headline together instantly tells them, this person solves a problem I have. That's how you grab attention before they scroll. Now, rewrite your about section like you're talking to a friend. Most people treat this like a cover letter. Don't. Your about section should sound human. Pretend like you're explaining what you do to a friend at a coffee shop. Short sentences, conversational tone, real examples. Here's an easy structure you can follow. Who you help. I work with SaaS founders and consultants who struggle to get consistent leads. What problem they have. Most of them rely on referrals or cold messages that never get replies. What you do. I build simple LinkedIn systems that attract qualified leads and convert them into book calls. Why it works? Because instead of chasing people, we position your profile and content to bring them to you. Invite action. If you want to see how this works, grab my free LinkedIn outreach checklist below. Keep it between 3 to 5 short paragraphs. That's plenty. Now, add social proof to your featured section. The featured section is where you prove you're not just talk. Here's what to include and in this order. Case study or testimonial. How we helped a consultant add 40 new leads in 30 days. Your lead magnet, a link to your free checklist, guide, or resource. Optional. A video, a short video, or post showing results or explaining your process. You can even add stuff like book a consult, like a little box there. You can do that as well. Pro tip, even one good case study beats 5 random posts. Gives people evidence that your process actually works. Use a profile picture that builds trust. It sounds small, but it's huge. Your face is your brand. Make sure it's well lit, clean background, no filters. You're smiling, approachable, confident, not stiff. If you can, wear what you'd wear to a client meeting. Why this matters. People buy from people they trust, not faceless logos. Genuine smile beats a perfect studio photo every time. Obviously, you want to take a good photo. Like, I'm not saying don't take a studio photo. Like, it needs to look real. Like, take a photo with a professional camera if you can. Step number 6 is a bonus. Add a call to action in your intro section. Right under your headline, you can now use your contact info or featured area to drop a clear next step. Example, book a free 10-minute audit call and then your link. Or grab my free guide, how to get leads from LinkedIn, and then your link. Small but powerful, because the easier you make it for someone to take action, the more likely they'll do it. When you put this all together, your profile starts doing the heavy lifting for you. It pre-sells you before you even message anyone. So when you finally reach out, or even when people reach out to you, they already see you as an expert who can solve their problem. Not just another person doing outreach. Your profile becomes your silent salesperson. And that's what makes your entire outreach 10 times easier. All right. Now that your profile is optimized and working for you 24/7, let's move on to step 2, which is how to find qualified prospects. All right. Once you've got the right setup, because now you have the profile and everything, it's time to fill your pipeline with the right people. All right. Now that your profile is optimized and ready to impress, let's talk about how to actually find the right people to talk to, because this is where most people mess up. They start sending connection requests to, well, everyone, people outside their niche, especially founders, students, coaches, cousins, random people who just happen to be online. That's not prospecting, that's guessing. LinkedIn isn't about blasting 500 people and hoping one replies. It's about finding 50 people who actually need what you do and speaking directly to them. Here's the good news. LinkedIn gives you all the tools on those people. Just need to know how to use them right. Think of LinkedIn search bar like a gold mine, but only if you know how to dig. If you type random stuff like business owners or founders, you'll get millions of results, most of which have nothing to do with your niche. But when you use the right filters, job title, location, company size, industry, you can narrow it down to the exact kind of person who's most likely to buy from you. That's what makes LinkedIn so powerful for B2B or any other service provider, even real estate. You don't have to guess who your audience is. You can find them by job title. So let me show you exactly how I do it, because once you see how specific LinkedIn can get, you'll never go back to guessing. So let's say I want to work with real estate business owners or realtors or brokerages, maybe realtors or agency brokers who want more qualified buyers and seller leads. Here's literally what I'd do. I'd go right up to LinkedIn search bar and type something like real estate agent or broker or realtor and United States. Then I hit search, and this is where the magic happens. The filters. I click on people, then I start layering my filters. Connections, second degree, because those are the people who have mutual connections with me. That makes it way easier to start a conversation naturally. Industry. This is a filter. So I'm only seeing people who are actually working in real estate and in that industry, not someone who just posted about it once. Company size 1 to 10 or 11 to 50 if it's like a brokerage, because those are usually boutique real estate teams or independent agents. And just like that, boom, I've got a list of hundreds of qualified realtors, team leaders, and real estate agency owners who actually fit what I offer. If you want me to actually do a step-by-step walkthrough of this on LinkedIn itself, just let me know in the comment section and I'll do it for you. No guessing, no cold data lists, just real decision makers who I know can benefit from what I do. And that's how you go from spray and pray to specific and strategic. All right, let's make this actionable. Here's how to find your perfect prospect step by step, even if you've never done LinkedIn prospecting before. And this is a detailed guide. You can apply this yourself. Before you search, get specific. Ask yourself, who do I actually want to help? What kind of businesses or roles are they in? Can they afford my service? What problem do they usually have that I solve? Examples: real estate agency owners in the US, B2B SaaS founders who want more demos, e-commerce brand owners making 6 to 7 figures. You can't, if you find your audience, if you don't know who they are, write it down literally in one sentence. I help type of person who struggles with problem to get result. Once that's clear, now research. This is step 2. Use LinkedIn search filters like a pro. Head to the LinkedIn search bar on the top. This is your command center. Type in your target's job title or keyword. For example, agency owner, SaaS founder, marketing director, head of group. Now click on the people tab. This filters out companies and posts. Then open all filters and apply these. Location, where your ideal clients are. The United States, Canada, UK. Industry, match it to their niche. Example, marketing and advertising, real estate or software development. Company size, 2 to 50 employees if you want small to mid-sized clients, or 50 to 200 if you want established teams. You can go even higher with enterprise. Connections, choose second degree because having mutual connections instantly increases your acceptance rate. Pro tip, if you use Sales Navigator, you can get even more advanced, filtered by revenue, keywords, or activity like posted in the last 30 days. If you want to use LinkedIn like an insane person with all the features, I would definitely recommend Sales Navigator. It's very useful and you get great value out of it. But even the free version can get you incredible results if you use the filters right. Step 3 is save and organize your leads. Once you've found solid prospects, don't just scroll past them, organize them. You can create a simple spreadsheet with columns like name, role, company, LinkedIn URL, and notes, or use tools like Clay, Apollo, or Sales Navigator's lead lists. This way you can track who you've reached out to, who replied, and who's worth following up with. It saves you from DMing the same person twice or losing track of conversations. Think of it as your prospect dashboard. Step 2, engage before you DM. Here's the part most people skip, and that's why their messages get ignored. Before you message someone, engage with their content. Like or comment on 2 to 3 of their posts. Not random emojis, real thoughtful comments like this is so true, especially the part about X. Curious, how do you handle related topics? When they see your name a few times, your message feels similar, not spammy. It's like saying hi before pitching them at a networking event. You're not being salesy, you're being human. And that alone sets you apart from 90% of people doing outreach because they just go straight for the sale. Now, step 5. Batch your prospecting. Don't burn out. Here's the key. Don't overdo it. This isn't about sending 100 DMs a day. Start small. 10 to 20 prospects per day is plenty. That's enough to keep your outreach consistent without losing quality. Because if you're writing personalized messages and tracking applies, that's how healthy, sustainable pace. Quality beats quantity every single time. You can't do high volume on LinkedIn anyways, unless if you want to get banned with multiple accounts, it gets really messy. Remember, you're not looking for everyone on LinkedIn. You're looking for the right 1% who actually need what you offer. A bonus tip here is warm up your search for better leads. Here's a cool hack most people don't use. Search for people who are active on LinkedIn, the ones posting, commenting, engaging. Why? Because active people reply more. They're easier to connect with and your profile will show up on their radar faster. Just have filters like posted in the last 30 days. This is available on Sales Navigator. It's one of the top features. Or look for people who comment on posts related to the niche. Those are warm leads hiding in plain sight. When you do this right, you'll never waste time messaging random people again because people have LinkedIn profiles And some of these people haven't logged in 2 years. They just have it there sitting around. They don't engage with the software or platform. You'll have a clean, targeted list of decision makers who fit your niche, can afford your service, and already see you as relevant. That's how you fill your LinkedIn pipeline with real opportunities, not just connections that go nowhere. All right, now that you've got a list of qualified prospects who actually fit your offer, it's time for the fun part, starting conversations that don't sound like spam, because we've all seen those DMs that feel like a copy and paste pitch, right? So in the next part, I'm going to show you how to start real LinkedIn conversations that convert without sounding like a robot. Okay, you've got your LinkedIn profile set up. It looks clean, it's specific, and you've found the right people to reach out to. Now comes the part that freaks most people out. Citing that first message, because this is where people usually crash and burn. They finally find a great lead, they get excited, and then they say something like, "Hey, would you be interested in booking a free call to learn about my system?" And boom, instantly. You can almost hear the other person thinking, "Oh, great, another pitch in my inbox." Here's the truth, people don't hate outreach, they hate bad outreach. And what makes bad outreach? When it feels like a pitch instead of a person. Your first message should never sound like a sales call in disguise. It should feel like something a normal human would actually want to reply to. The goal of your first message is not to get a sale, it's just to start a conversation. You're not closing yet, you're opening the door. Let me show you what I mean, because I've tested hundreds of messages and there's a pattern to what works. Here's what my first few messages usually look like. This will work, don't worry. So example one, this is the first messages in the connection request. "Hey name, saw you run a niche business. Love what you're doing. I'd love to, I work with a lot of their niche." Like this, okay, I'll fill this out for you. "Hey Dan, saw you run a fitness business. Love what you're doing. I work with a lot of gym owners. So I thought it'd be cool to connect." Super simple, friendly, and not trying too hard. This is golden right here. You're showing interest, relating to them, and giving context, not selling. This line gets accepted way more often than the robotic "let's connect" message. If you're gonna like not just if you're not gonna do this, just keep it empty. Like if you have a good profile, you can also keep it empty. But I recommend using a message like this. Just something nice like this, or no message. Don't do anything like very low effort or automated here. Then after they accept your request, and this part's key, don't message them instantly. Give it a day or two and send something like, "Appreciate to connect. Quick question. Are you currently getting the most out of your clients through referrals? Or are you using outbound too? I'm just curious about their business." That's it. Short, open-ended, and super easy to answer. You're not pushing anything. You're inviting them into a casual, relevant conversation, because most people love talking about their business, especially when the question shows you get what they do. That's how real conversations start. Not with "can I sell you something," but with curiosity and respect. All right, let's break this down step by step, because this is where good outreach turns into great conversations. All right, step one is send 10 to 15 personalized connection requests a day. Obviously, LinkedIn has a limit. Do this throughout the day, spread it out to maybe 2 or 3 sessions, and send these connection requests. Keep it simple and authentic. No long paragraphs, no buzzwords. Here's your 10-second formula for connection requests. "Hey, name, came across your profile. Love what you're doing at company name. I work with a lot of their niche owners. Thought it'd be cool to connect." It mentions their name, or references something personal, their company or niche. It's friendly, not pushy. And a pro tip here, don't use automation tools that send 100 invites a day. LinkedIn flags these things really easily. New automation softwares come up on a weekly, monthly basis. And besides, quality connections is better than quantity. Keep it genuine, and you'll get way better acceptance rates. Step two here is wait 1 day before messaging. Don't be that person who messages 10 seconds after someone accepts. Give it 24 hours. That gap makes your message feel natural, not pre-scripted. Then send a message like this. "Hey, name, appreciate to connect. I noticed you're in industry. Curious, are you mostly getting clients through referrals, or are you using LinkedIn outbound too?" This message works for a few reasons. It's short, easy to read on mobile. It's a question, not a pitch. It's about them, not you. And most importantly, it opens a loop. You'll want to answer because it's conversational, not confrontational. Now, step three is asking open ended questions, not yes or no questions. Open ended questions invite connection, conversation. Ooh. Yes and no questions just ended. So instead of asking, do you need help with marketing? Try something like curious, how are you currently getting new leads for your agency? Or what's been working best for you lately when it comes to finding new clients? These kinds of questions spark genuine dialogue. People love talking about themselves, and these questions make it very easy. Step four here is give value early without pushing it. Once the conversation's flowing, your job is to give, not grab. This is applicable to a lot of things. If they mention a pain point, like, yeah, we rely on referrals or our outreach doesn't get replies, that's your moment. Say something like, totally get that. I actually have a short checklist that helps improve reply rates on outreach. Want me to send it over? No pressure, no pitch, just help. And what's beautiful is they'll usually say yes. When they do, you've just turned a cold prospect into a warm one because now you've given before you've asked. Now, move to a call naturally. This is very important. Once they start showing interest, you don't have to force it. Keep it chill and natural. Here's how you can transition though. Sounds like something I could help with. Why not hop on a quick call, brainstorm some ideas? No pitch, just value. If nothing else, you'll leave with a few strategies to test. That's it. Honest, friendly, and clear. You're not begging for a call, you're inviting them to a short, helpful chat. And because you've already built some rapport, they're much likely to say yes. Keep it human, always keep it human. Look, people can spot automation and fake sincerity a mile away. If your message feels robotic, it's over. Here's what I tell everyone, right? Like you talk to your friends. Use contractions like your, it's. Use short sentences. Don't be afraid to add a touch of personality, even humor. You can say things like, ah ha ha, yeah, LinkedIn DMs can feel like a war zone sometimes. And then add like the crying emoji, like the laughing crying emoji. When your message sounds real, people reply. And a bonus tip here is follow up, but in the right way. If they don't reply after a few days, don't give up. Follow up once. Something like, hey, name, just wanted to bump this up. Not sure if my last message got buried. No rush. Just thought it'd be great to connect if you're open to it. This feels polite and natural, not pushy. You're giving them an easy way to re engage. When you do this right, outreach doesn't feel like outreach anymore. It feels like having conversations with cool people in your niche, and some of them just happen to become clients. You're not selling, you're building relationships that lead to sales. So start small, send 10 to 15 connection requests a day, start genuine conversations, and you'll be surprised how many people reply just because it felt real. All right, now that you're getting replies and starting real conversations, it's time for the next big step, turning those chats into actual book calls, because talking is great, but booking calls is where the money happens. So let's move on to how to turn conversations into clients without being pushy. So you've started getting a few conversations and they're good, they're nice. You're getting replies, people are curious. Some are even saying things like, yeah, we've been trying to get more leads, or outbound works sometimes, but it's hit or miss. This right here is the make or break moment because people drop the ball at this stage. It's either ghost because they don't know what to say next, or they jump straight into pitch mode and kill the vibe instantly. Here's the thing, when someone replies to your message, they're not saying, please sell me. They're saying, I'm curious, tell me more. And your job isn't to close them right there in the DMs. Your job is to guide the conversation from curiosity to clarity to call. That's it. Smooth, simple, respectful. Let me show you what that actually looks like, because once you understand the flow, this becomes natural. A while back, I was chatting with a founder who said something like, yeah, we've been doing outbound for a while, but the results are inconsistent. Now, most people at this point would jump in with something like, I can help you fix that. Let's book a call. I have a proven system that works, which sounds way too salesy and kills the trust, even if your system's working. So instead, here's what I said. Got it. I've actually seen that a lot. Outbound tends to get patchy if there's no consistent structure. If you want, I can show you how we build campaigns that stay consistent month to month. Want me to walk you through it on a quick call? And guess what? He said yes. That one message, friendly, helpful, not pushy. turned, turned into a $3,000 a month retainer client because it didn't feel like a pitch, felt like an invitation to clarity. That's how you convert curiosity into conversations that actually make money. All right, let's break this down so you can do the exact same thing. And here's how to move from casual DM to book call without being that sales guy. Identify real interest. Read between the lines. First things first, you need to recognize when someone's actually interested. Most people think interest means can we talk? But no, it actually shows up more subtly. Look for messages like we've been testing LinkedIn outreach. We're trying ads, but haven't cracked it yet. We mostly relied on referrals so far. Those phrases are gold. That's them quietly saying we're aware of the problem, but we haven't fixed it yet. That's your signal. When you hear something like that, don't sell, just guide. Step two is offer to help, not pitch. Once you spot curiosity, your next move is not to sell, it's to offer help. Say something like, got it. Yeah, that's super common. I've actually helped a few in their niche companies with the same exact thing. Want me to share a few ideas that might help? This does two things at once. It lowers their guard because you're offering value, not pushing. It positions you as an expert because you've helped others like that. And 9 out of 10 times they'll reply with something like, sure, go ahead. Or, yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. That's your green light to suggest a call naturally. Now you got to invite them to the call the right way. When you invite them to a call, make it sound like a chat, not a commitment. You're saying, book a discovery call now. You're not saying that. You're saying this instead. Hey, I could show you how to fix that. Want to hop on a quick 10 to 15 minute call this week, or happy to walk you through how we structure that. If you got 10 minutes free this week, would that help? Do you see the difference here? It's casual, conversational, and puts them in control. You're giving them a clear reason to book without pressure. And a pro tip here is end your message with a soft choice. Like, would Tuesday or Thursday work better for you? That gives them something easy to reply to and it sounds natural. Step four here is make booking effortless. One click, zero friction. Once they say yes, don't overcomplicate it. Send your calendar link right away. Keep it easy. Something like, awesome, here's my quick link. Just pick any time that works for you. It could be either Calendly or Tidycal and just send them the link. It's super short, just a 10-minute brainstorm session to share some ideas. Avoid long forms or application style pages before they can book. You'll lose them. All you need now is name, email, time slot. That's it. Bonus tip here is add a short thank you page or confirmation message after the booking that says, excited to chat, name. Here's what we'll cover. Identify where your current system's leaking. Share 2 to 3 quick wins to fix it. Give you clarity on your next steps. That sets expectations and makes them feel more professional and the whole environment more oriented towards their problems. Now, step 5 is follow up if they don't book. Obviously, this is really important. Now, not everyone books on the first go, and that's totally fine. Life happens, emails get buried, people forget. So if they don't schedule after a couple of days, just send a simple friendly nudge. Hey, name, just wanted to follow up. And in the case of slip through, still happy to share a few ideas if that helps. That's it. No guilt, no pressure. It reminds them that you're there to help, not hound. And more often than not, that message gets a reply. Step 6 is confirm before the call and show you care. When they finally book, don't just show up cold. Send a quick reminder the day before, something personal and helpful. Hey, name, looking forward to our chat tomorrow. I'll walk you through 2 quick fixes I think will really help you with lead gen consistency. Anything specific you want the cover or like you need before the call, that's very important. And this does 3 things. Reduces no shows. It builds trust before the call even starts. It gives you context so you can tailor the conversation. Step 7 is very important as well. On the call, just listen and don't pitch. Pitch second, obviously pitch, but listen first. All right, this one is a big one. When you're finally on the call, don't pitch right away. Most people rush into explaining their service and lose the lead in 60 seconds. Instead, start by asking, so tell me a bit more. What's been the main challenge with you and your output? Like it could be the outbound, ads, lead gen so far. Then just shut up and listen. Take notes, ask follow-ups like, interesting, how long has that been happening? What have you tried so far? What would a good result look like for you? Once you've fully understood their problem, then you can explain how your system helps. Something like, got it. So, from what you're saying, it sounds like you've got great leads, but no follow up system that keeps them warm. That's exactly what we fixed with our 3-step LinkedIn funnel. Want me to show you how it works? You're not selling, you're solving. That's what converts. When you do it this way, every DM, every call feels natural, not forced. You're not chasing clients, you're guiding curious people towards clarity, and some of them will happily pay for your help. So remember, spot curiosity, offer value, make booking easy, and listen more than you talk. Do that consistently, and your inbox turns into a steady flow of leads without feeling like sales. Conclusion. Now, we want to conclude here on this topic because this is pretty much like, I hope you watched the whole tutorial here. So that's how you get tons of clients using LinkedIn prospecting step by step. Okay. Make sure you go through the slides or video again if you missed a part. We'll do a little recap here. Number 1, optimize your profile to attract the right audience. Number 2, use LinkedIn search and filters to find quality prospects. Number 3, start conversations that feel real, not robotic. Guide them naturally to a call, then close by helping, not selling. You don't need ads. You don't need thousands of followers. You just need consistency, curiosity, and a clear process. If this video helped you, please hit that like button, drop a comment, tell me where you're prospecting from, and don't forget to subscribe for more weekly videos on lead generation and business growth. And hey, if you want me to personally review your LinkedIn prospecting process and help you set it up step by step, check the link below and book a free strategy call. We can also help you get straight leads. So just contact us or message me in any of the platforms here. Thank you for watching. Now go start those conversations and turn your LinkedIn into a client machine.